Hey y'all, it's D, and you know I love Jesus. Y'all, I'm making curry chicken potato soup. Those are my potatoes. Y'all don't know nothing about this right here. This gonna be the basis of my soup. That's mushrooms, spinach, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, all the great peppers. And y'all, ooh, that's the chicken bacon. When I put it all together, it's gonna be a curry chicken potato soup. Y'all boil purple onion and drink the water. It's gonna help, I promise you. And put a piece of garlic and a piece of onion, purple onion, under your feet, in your sock, and sleep with it. That's gonna help us menopausal people. Y'all, I had to, let me clear my camera. Make sure y'all can see me clear. I had to come up here and say this real quick because this might help somebody. So, I lost all my teeth when I turned. I keep saying 16, but they were all rotten at 16. They were all removed when I was 17. Um a car, this was in like 2014, I believe. A car blew up in my face. I had burns to the third degree. I don't know if y'all can see the little blotches, the little burns, but my face cleared up so good that you could barely see the blotches. Then last year, perimenopause got so bad that I literally had to cut off my locks because my hair started falling out. Oh, I'm getting grays. But my hair started falling out in the middle real bad. So I cut my beautiful locks off. Y'all know I had dreadlocks. And they were really long. They were like down to here. Um, I have allergies real bad. So doing a lot of this gave me this line on my nose. I was born with bags under my eyes and these dark circles. Had them all my life. I started smoking weed and doing other drugs I ain't had no business doing and drinking. And so that gave me smoker's lip. And I quit 2 years ago. Perimenopause set in when I turned 35 and I started gaining weight. Didn't realize it was from the perimenopause, but I never really had weight issues all my life. I could eat whatever I want, but I started gaining weight, and so now it's hard to kind of get it off. Went through depression and all that other great stuff. And so I said all that to say this. Throughout all my life, somebody has something negative to say about me. I was silly. I didn't really get picked on growing up, but people who I want to say who I was a threat to. I ain't gonna quite say I was a threat. Let me turn this other phone down. Because I don't feel like I'm a threat to anybody. I've always been a sweet, nice, loving, caring person. Always, praise people and compliment people and help people and love people and give. And so I never looked at myself as a threat to anyone. But I've never been a shy person. I've never been afraid to speak up. I've always been a bold person. I've always been a go getter. I've always been the person to help others. So if something helps me, I'm going to make sure other people know about it because it could help them. I've always been like that all my life. I noticed that people that hate on me or dislike me or say things about me, like negative things, they, what is it called when they're deflecting? They really have a problem with themselves and they haven't matured into real life. People actually think you are supposed to be who they think you're supposed to be. They don't think that you're supposed to be who you are. And they're not going to accept you for who you are. The person they have in their figment of their imagination is who they want you to be. So when people try to make fun of me, pick at me, oh, I got the gummy gums going on, baby. You can't make no more fun of me than I make of myself. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you. I used to be a professional roaster. So taking a joke was never a problem. Never. I could roast on me better than you. But I have learned that I am in my teaching moment. I've always been a teacher, always teaching somebody something. I'm always acting like the mama because I always want the best for people. So that going around picking on people, they ain't never been my cup of tea. It ain't never been my portion. It's not for me. I noticed that when people try to do that to me, it's because something wrong with them. When men do it to me, I already know it's little problems. I already know they got some type of. First of all, they're a misfit altogether. I know they're a misfit. They're probably a miscreant too. But they're definitely not a man. They're a male, but they're not a man. And then when women try to do it, I know they're little girls because they want a little girl me. These men, they want a son me. So they're males, but they're not men. Women doing it, they're little girls. They're not women. So I already know that. Don't ever let what people say about you stop you. When people say something bad about me, I want the world to know. I want the world to see you. Put a picture up of you and me together and crack jokes on me. Okay? Literally do that because I want the whole world to know who you are so we all can help you. You need help. And it's okay. It's okay. You don't know how to reach out and say you need help. And so you deflect and you try to push that off on other people in the form of a joke. I know. I've been around so many people in life that do that. Another thing too, I'm one of those people with tough skin, thick skin. If the whole world was against me, baby, as long as God is for me, can't nobody be against me. What? Then I got that Brooklyn in me, that Brooklyn attitude. Baby, I ain't scared of nothing. Nothing. Anything anybody got to say to me, baby, it don't even penetrate me. I love it. Thank you. You see me. I know you do. Oh, I see you too. Yo, I'm just here to encourage people. I'm here to teach somebody something. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. Get used to me. Another thing about these platforms, negative comments can get you some money. Don't never be mad at nothing nobody got to say. I ain't never been the one to get mad. To get me out of character, I don't have a character to get out of. This is me. I don't get loud. I don't get rowdy. I don't get rah rah. I don't get none of that. None of that. I ain't one of them. I'm happy, go lucky. I'm chill. I'm cool. And I live in my truth and my moments. Saying something negative about me, I hope you get paid for it. I want everybody to get paid if they say anything negative about me. And I hope I get paid for it too. I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't deleting no comments. I'm letting you know that I'm not deleting nothing. I'm gonna heart it. I'm actually gonna go pray for you too after I heart it and make a comment. But I love it. Thank you. And you see me. It lets me know, because one thing about it, people watch me. People have been watching my life all my life. So I ain't never been intimidated or like feel like I need to run and hide under a rock or something. Nah, baby, let's get it. I'm in the forefront. I ain't going nowhere. I'm up here. I'm on every platform, plaster in my face. I've been called worse in better places, on better platforms. It don't bother me. I just want you to know I love you though. I really do. They call me Mama D, so if you ever see me, respectfully, you can call me D. But everybody call me Mama D. I love you and I'm praying for you. And anybody out there, if you feel like the internet is bullying you or people are coming with negative comments, I read every comment. I'm gonna read every comment, and I'm probably gonna comment on every comment. But you're not gonna get the negative rise out of me that you're looking for. I don't have that in me. I'm gonna show you some love because you showed me love when you said that negative word or that negative comment. That was love. That might be how you love. I'm sorry that it has to be that way for you, but it's all love for me. I ain't. I hope it bring us some money. Shoot. Anywho, don't let none of that stuff get you down. Build up your like tough skin. If you read in comments, you can't let that stuff penetrate you. It does not enter my soul at all. And if you feeling like you want to get mad at something like that, pray for those people. I promise you, God, I promise you, God gonna bless you real good. Don't let none of that stuff bother you. Listen to me. Y'all stay up. I love y'all. Jesus love you better. And guess what? Y'all stay vigilant and keep commenting. Please, like, comment. I don't care if you say she's an ugly turd. She's one of them. Please comment. Y'all, I just want to address 2 unaliving cases that I just heard about that got me tripping. The Antonio Hicks case, y'all heard what his mama had to say. And the pastor's son that unalived the youth minister. I already done told y'all in the prior videos, Antonio Hicks unalived his mom's fiance who was a soldier or in the service because they was about to get married. He was 19 and he had to leave the mama house, and the mama wanted him out so she could be with her man, and he was jealous and he didn't want to obviously leave, and so he unalived the man. Now he's in prison, well, going to be in prison. Then the pastor's son unalived the youth minister because the youth minister was cheating with the pastor's son's wife. Even though the pastor's son and his wife was about to get a divorce. I think they already got a divorce. I don't know, but the youth minister cheated with her before the divorce. Now, I just want to say, in these cases, folks be screaming the mental health card. Parents be putting their love of their life and their significant other before their kids. This stuff ain't just happened. These kids grew up in some mess. This ain't happened overnight. You screaming mental health now that they're an adult. You saw some mental health issues when they were younger, and it was probably your fault. A lot of these parents not taking accountability for what they doing, the part they play. All I'm saying is, excuse me, get your child some help. A lot of you parents don't even love your kids. Ain't no way you love your child. That lady said her son was jealous and she want him to get the death penalty. And if they sign a petition to give it to him, she was going to be the first one to sign. Her signature was going to be the first signature on that petition. Lady, you ain't never loved your child. If my child unalive the most important person in the world, I ain't rooting for what they did, but I ain't kicking my child to the curb, baby. I'm not. And if my child has gotten that far as to do that, there was some underlying issues before that. You ain't paying attention to your child, lady. Something going on. That pastor son, they said in the news report that the youth minister and the pastor's son grew up in the church together as kids. That lets me know right there, this is just my opinion, that pastor was probably treating the youth minister like a son. You left your son being jealous or feeling like he's jealous. Not only that, that pastor's son was probably craving attention from his father and probably didn't get it. Again, just my opinion. And so for the youth minister to get his wife, because who gets so far that they want to unalive you? Both of these people had kids. The pastor's son, they said, had 5 kids. The youth minister had 3 kids. One of them, they said, had just put the kids in the car. And then you unalive the man in front of the church on Easter. It's a lot going on there. They said that the youth minister went to change his clothes to wear all white to match the girl. The girl is the pastor's wife or ex-wife. They had just got divorced, if they wasn't still together. But she cheated before the divorce. Why he unalive that man if they was getting a divorce? Normally when you get a divorce, you done. It's over with. Ain't no more hope. I mean, like, I know some people, get mad at that they don't want to get a divorce. But why he ain't do nothing to the woman? He just did that to the man. He was jealous of that man. I blame the daddy. The pastor himself. Your son probably been crying out for help. The Antonio Hicks, the one that unalived his mama's fiance, the soldier, I blame the mama. Your son been crying out for help. So I'm sorry. This right here is on that pastor or it's on that mother. Because y'all kids been crying out for help and y'all was putting other people before your children. You won't giving your child the unconditional love that you're giving to your significant other or to other people's children. And that's not okay. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all stay vigilant. Jesus love y'all and I love y'all better. My bad. I love y'all and Jesus love y'all better. Because I can't love you better than Jesus. Every time I go outside to do a video, I be looking out the window to see who out there first. Don't be nobody out there. Then as soon as I get out there, there go 50 people. And I was trying to rush and hurry in the video because here was people coming up to me like, y'all see me recording. So I was trying to hurry up. And I messed up, made a mistake. And I don't feel like editing it out. It'll be okay. I made a correction. Anywho, I love y'all and Jesus love y'all better. Bye.
Give you. So you can make an idol out of a friend, but you can also have a evil soul tie. Now there are good soul ties, obviously, but you can definitely have an evil soul tie or demonic soul tie with a friend. Now let's talk about blood covenants for a little bit.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Blood
So
and
can you break down what covenant? Yeah. Let me just do it in the simplest term. When you get married, you enter into a
covenant.
That's right. Very simple, right? Well, when you give your life to Christ, you enter into a
covenant.
That's right, class. New covenant. We're in the new covenant now, okay? So when you give your life to Christ, you are in a new covenant. It's just that simple. We're married. God is just like the same thing with your wife when you get one. Are you guys married?
No.
Okay. You're going to get married soon?
Soon? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to get married. I can't say soon, though.
Why not? Just FYI. We don't go to the repair man. I'm the repair man. Easy fix. He's merciful. Yes. You're expecting your wife not to flirt, right? With men. You don't want her smiling up in everybody's face. You're expecting your wife to be intimate with you.
Yeah.
Whatever your decision is, how many times you want a week or whatever you feel like intimacy is, which is not just sex, but it's also conversation, communication. You're expecting to have great communication. You're expecting for her and you both to understand the order of the house and who's the man and who's the woman and, not having that power struggle. Because everybody is operating in their position flawlessly. Those are your expectations. Well, God expects the same thing. He expects you to be faithful. He expects you to be able to be intimate with him and not lose your first love with him. He expects you to communicate with him, right? Like, All those things. That's all a covenant is. It's just an agreement that you are going to now abide by these rules. That's what it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so we have people that break that all the time. It's a contract you signed with God. A covenant is a contract. And it's got signed in blood. When Jesus died on the cross, he signed it in blood. And people breach that contract all the time. Right?
Right.
And so let's talk about blood covenants, for example. So let's say you had sex outside of marriage and the person broke your virginity. Well, you entered into a blood covenant when he had sex with you and broke your hymen.
Now, is a blood covenant any different than a regular covenant? Is it stronger?
Yeah, they're all, yeah. Blood covenants for sure stronger. Yeah,
It's a
sure.
stronger
For sure
covenant.
amped.
Okay.
It's blood. Life cannot flow without blood. Like nothing, life is in the blood. That's why the blood shedding of Jesus Christ was so pivotal to the covenant being established, the new covenant being established. The blood of Jesus Christ is super powerful. So that's why the enemy has an opposite blood covenant that makes it as powerful. So if you have sex outside of marriage and that person breaks your hymen, you have entered into a blood covenant with the very first person you had sex with. This still also counts if you were raped or molested as a child.
Wow.
Because the spiritual rules don't matter just because somebody else did it. This is why you see so much molestation, rape, and incest through a bloodline. Because it thrives in silence. As long as nobody's talking about it, as long as nobody's going to say about it, you can guarantee it's going to touch your children. Guaranteed. It's a spirit.
Wow.
So blood covenant.
The covenant. So like the covenant you have with God.
Yeah.
Is it automatic? Like, are you born with this covenant, or do you have to accept?
You have to accept him.
Okay.
You have to make the devil is the devil is the only person you can enter into a covenant with, not knowing the rules.
Oh, okay.
He does not care if you know the rules, regulations, or laws. He's like, blind them, plug their ears up. You're in a covenant now.
Just sign right here.
Just sign.
You ain't got to sign.
That's right. Sign your soul over. God wants you to know this is the new covenant. This is what it's going to take. I want you to make a conscious decision that this is the covenant you want. He doesn't want anybody to come without their own. God does not want you. He doesn't want you to force his love. Like, make a decision to want me. The devil only wants you to come in blindly. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: are the consequences worse?
Absolutely.
For breaking a blood covenant?
Oh, for sure. So let me say this also. Blood covenants don't die because somebody 200 years ago in your bloodline died. Blood covenants don't die because your father or mother who made the blood covenant died.
Oh my gosh.
Blood covenants continue to live on until the person that recognizes it's there kills it.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Abortion is also a blood covenant. Whenever you sit on the table, lay there, and you allow them to kill that baby, and that blood sheds on the table, you have now entered into a blood covenant with Moloch. Moloch was a demon in the Bible associated with killing babies.
Hold on.
I didn't know they talk about that in the Bible.
Take your time.
Damn.
This is just really heavy right
When
now.
you lay on the table.
Really heavy
That's
right
right.
now, y'all. Okay, so abortion automatically
Absolutely.
allows you to enter a blood covenant.
You murdered a baby.
With Moloch.
Moloch.
Now break this down for me.
Sure. So anytime you see a ritual being done, there has to be a sacrifice. Sometimes you see like goat, chicken, cow, all that type of stuff. They need a sacrifice. Well, when you lay down and had sex with somebody outside of marriage, then you had a ritual that was done. And the wages of sin are death. Remember that. So now you have a baby. Now you go and get it aborted, which is the sacrifice to that demon. Now, Moloch in the Bible was a sacrifice you made if you wanted like fame or platform or riches or something like that. You may say, well, I just got an abortion because I couldn't really afford to have a baby right now. Well, bingo. You just had an abortion for the money. You had an abortion. Well, I'm just really busy with work. You had an abortion for the platform.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's very simple. And so the covenant was made when the blood was shed during the death of that baby. In Genesis 4:10, he says, the blood of Abel cried out from the ground, right? Cried out from the ground against his brother. So we know that blood that is dead, Abel's gone now, but the blood is crying out from the ground to curse his brother. We can only imagine how many babies that we've murdered are crying out against us as a nation, as a bloodline, or as an individual. We even know in the book of Revelations, he says that the martyrs who are dead and in heaven are still saying to God, when is judgment going to render for the people that killed us? So we do know that blood can cry out against you from the ground. The good news for us is we have Hebrews 12 that says that the blood of Jesus Christ speaks better thing than the blood of Abel, which means that the blood of Jesus can silence the voice of those babies you murdered. But in order to know all of that, you have to have a revelation that you made that blood covenant.
Hold on, wait 1 second here. So let's back
Sure.
up. So the blood covenant, is it for both the man and the woman?
For sure.
So even if, because the man was involved in that sexual act,
his baby.
he's also,
He's in it.
and what?
Because the wages of sin are death. So you sin to have sex with this person. Now, this is not for those of you, because I know people in the comments are going to say, what about DNC? I'm not talking about none of that. What about a miscarriage and you had to, that the baby's already dead? So I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about any of that. What about plan B? You having sex outside of marriage anyway. You shouldn't be taking that as well. Like, you can't make all these provisions for the sin. The wages of the sin is death. That's just as simple as it is. You can't get more clear than that. So even if the man doesn't know that that person had an abortion, because what did I say? The devil doesn't care about you knowing.
It don't matter.
He just wants you involved in the covenant, because you were supposed to have sex in the boundary of marriage. And the boundary keeps you safe. If you have sex outside of the boundary, then all types of covenants can be made behind your back.
Just the rules of the
So
game.
what's the, so
rules to
so
engagement.
consequences? What do consequences associated with that covenant? What are some of the things you might see happen in your life?
Oh, blood covenants, cancers, anti-marriage curses, delays in your bloodline, the spirit of infirmity in your bloodline, divorce, separation, abuse, incest, molestation, rape, all of that, it comes about because of blood covenants. I don't know if you remember when you were little. I don't know if you guys did this. I know many people did, though. You had a cousin in the neighborhood or a friend in the neighborhood. And you're like, I want to be your cousin, and you like kind of cut your arm. You're like, we blood cousins now.
Oh, hell no.
No, we ain't do
But
that.
a lot of people did.
We ain't do that. I remember.
What neighborhood you grew up in?
Yeah, we went. We grew up in the hood.
Right.
But they was doing that in the hood. Like, if
What
they
I
wanted
seen
to
was
be
probably
my
like
blood
spit.
cousin.
I seen like spit, like, and like dap up,
Yeah.
and that was even extreme. I wasn't even with that, but I've seen.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because movies all depict these
You
different
went in.
things.
You went into the bathroom with the lights on. You was calling out Bloody
And there's blood in
Mary.
your spit, your DNA.
That's or John Wick.
covenant.
Remember John Wick? Whenever
Oh,
they
that's
made
full of blood
they would
covenants.
cut their hand.
Yeah.
or you would have to give up a finger.
Some level of that. Yeah. Sickness.
So it's crazy because now all of a sudden that's like an important question to figure out if I'm dating. Should I know
If you ever had
if
an
a woman
abortion.
has had an abortion?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you just want to go ahead and assume yes. And if not yes, you want to assume somebody in her bloodline did that's still active on the bloodline. So you want to just make sure that you have a prayer that you're praying if you're considering her for marriage to say, let's go ahead and start breaking these covenants.
I am back. Y'all, let me pull this down a little bit. So, while I get to yapping, y'all, I found this at Dollar Tree. Loaded potato soup. And I'm about to spice it up a little bit. And this is going to be dinner with my chicken and my sandwich. That's really not a sandwich, but it's a sandwich. I'll show you that in a minute. But while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about one day this guy said to me, because I had went on YouTube. Y'all got a YouTube channel. Follow me, Stop Playing. That's the name of it. That's my social media handles, all that. That's sour cream. So this guy was like, I had said something about men. And the guy was like, because I was saying something like, not so much we don't need a man, but like the way men are talking down on us is like, why should we even give them the time of day? And in the same tongue, I was saying how I would like to have a guy. So a dude commented, y'all know the haters come in the comments big time. It's always a hater in the comments. The guy was like, oh, you got something negative to say about us, but look at you, you still want us. Who's us? Because I don't want you. Anywho. And it made me realize how society really got us messed up. Like society, I love black pepper, so yeah. Like, I don't know about us, because again, who's us? Society got me messed up. Yeah, I would love a husband. Y'all know I got issues. I'm asexual. I learned that I'm asexual. I don't like sex. Yes, I would love a husband. Yes, I would love that partner that I can grow old with and be with for the rest of my life. But baby, the dude was like, you gonna die alone. So what? I'm okay with dying alone. Like, you do know it's okay to be by yourself. So, and I'm about to put this in the microwave, y'all, but let me stir it up a little bit. And that's all I'm gonna put in there. And that's, if I had heavy whipping cream, I would have put some of that in there, but I ain't got none. But that's it for this. So anywho, the way the guy made it sound is like it's a problem with being alone. It's a problem with not having your person. It's a problem with going through life single. I've been single 2 years. I've been by myself 2 years. And yes, I crave that attention of a black man, like a strong, tall, chocolate, a little rough, a little grungy black man. I do. I ain't quite into dating outside my race. I have done it before, but I'm not really into it. So that's why I said black man. I gotta, y'all, I just learned that you could stop the video and start again. And so I'm excited about that. But anywho, so society really got, cause like, okay, on Facebook, when I'm scrolling through Facebook, it's men talking about women, women talking about men. And a lot of these young girls are really sad and down and out because they don't have a partner or their partner is cheating on them, blase, blase. Y'all, this is going to be so good. Warm it up for 2 minutes. So, I'm seeing the women online. I just wish I had my person. I wish I had somebody. We probably all wishing we had somebody. But I want people to know, you do know it's okay to be by yourself. Like, even when you have those lonely moments, I'm lonely every day. I'm by myself alone every day. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's talk about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Y'all, this ain't no promotion. I just want y'all to know this is amazing. But I got to half it with water. So I pour half of it out into another cup and add water. Because it's strong, but it's so delicious. And reading the back of it is healthy. Like, there's really nothing in it. And this is another one that's really strong. No promotion, because I don't get paid to do none of this. And again, this one is really healthy too. And it is delicious. I got to half this one too. So I'm going back to Dollar Tree and buy all of them up if they still got some. So anywho, Jesus Christ. Y'all know I love the Lord. The Lord is with me. Lo, I am with you always. The Lord is always with me. 24, so I'm plugging up my microwave, y'all. 25/8. It's me and Jesus. I promise you, I feel less lonely. I feel less alone knowing Christ is with me. But it's not exactly the same as having that actual human being right there with you. Yes, I would love to have a husband. I would love to have that partner that I can laugh with, talk to, go through things with, be there for each other, yada, yada, yada. All great. And God made us for each other. But it is okay if I'm alone, if I have to die alone. Baby, I was brought in this world by myself. When I leave, I'm going out by myself. Don't never get it twisted like I have to have somebody. No, I want somebody. There's a difference between a need, a want, and a have to have. I don't have to have nothing but air to breathe and Jesus Christ to make it into heaven. Them the only two things I have to have. Oh, some water. Maybe a little bit of food after a certain amount of days. But don't never get it twisted like I have to have a man because that's something I want. Like, that man really had me messed up. Oh, you gonna die alone. So what? And it's okay. When I die, I'm gonna die. I don't know if anybody else around me gonna die with me, but when I go, I'm probably gonna go alone. And that is perfectly fine. Like, stop feeling like the world is coming to an end because you don't have a partner, a spouse, your other half, your person, your, mini me or whatever. Like, it's okay. It's okay to do things alone. It's okay to feel alone. Like, I got allergies, y'all, and it's bothering me. Y'all know it's okay to be alone. It's okay to feel lonely. Like, it's okay to have emotions and feel. As long as you're not acting out and acting a pure fool and being reckless and doing stupid stuff for the things that you want, need, and have, it's okay to feel those emotions. So it's okay to feel lonely. And sometimes in that loneliness, like, let me tell you something. I've been lonely for 2 years, by myself for 2 years. I finally learned who I am and what I want to do. Like, I've learned the best parts of me, the worst parts of me, the things I never want to be again, and the things that I aspire to be in the future. I actually got a chance to sit down and realize, okay, what I like and I don't like. Without being in someone else's shadow, without having to please someone else. Like, it's okay to be by yourself and be lonely. Find something to do. If you can't sit in the stillness of it, then occupy your time. But for me, baby, I'm okay just chilling and it be quiet. Like, I've actually learned how to sit in the dark quietly with nothing going on, no phone, no nothing. If you don't never embrace that, you ain't gonna never know stillness, quietness, actual true peace, and how to really love yourself. You not gonna learn it. You ain't gonna even really learn how to love God. Y'all be encouraged if you're by yourself, if you're feeling lonely. If God send you that person, great. But if he don't, if you never get nobody, it is okay. I promise you it is. I'm a living witness. I'm a testimonials. Anyway, y'all stay vigilant. I love y'all and Jesus love y'all better. Bye. Y'all, I'm doing my intro and outro on both phones at the same time. Because I just want to go ahead and upload another video. I feel like it's been a while. Anywho, y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. Oops, my phone fell. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't, yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. I need to sit down and do this. Hold up. This takes a lot of work. Oh, I ain't got no bra on. Let me just stay low. Y'all hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Look, Jesus love y'all and I love y'all. I'm no. How I go? I keep, the devil is a lie. The devil keep wanting me to mess this up. I can't love y'all better than Jesus can. I've been like, tongue-tied, I'm rushing. That's all it is. Anyhow, I love y'all and Jesus love y'all better. Bye.